Hey everybody, welcome to the Ramsey Ranch Kitchen. And where's Christy today? Well, she's my camera lady because you've got it. You asked for it and we're producing. Today is the first time Brooks cooks with you here on the Ramsey Ranch Kitchen. I'm using the multi-cooker because I like to think of myself as a multi-cooker connoisseur. And because I'm such a fun guy, we are going to make something. I've been watching this channel called Easy Cooking with Linda B. And let me tell you, she inspired me to make this. It's creamy mushroom, spinach, and orzo soup. Stay tuned, you don't want to miss this.
Oh, it's a simple living in the hills of Tennessee. But Brooks and Christy say that's the life for me.
Okay, so starting out, of course, this is the new Pampered Chef Multi Cooker. I say it's new. This is actually it's been with Pampered Chef for about 2 years now. It's new to us. And look, it even has the lid that locks onto the side here. So while you're sauteing, this thing has like 20 functions on it. And it's got a little power button in the back. Look at that. My assistant. So, has a little power button in the back. Because this thing does come to pressure, they've got this as sort of an emergency valve. So if you need to turn that off in an instant, bam, you've got a power switch right here in the back. So many different functions. Guys, this does everything from sear to saute. You've got a sous vide function on here. There's settings for rice, eggs, poultry, beef, slow cooking. You have everything on here, and even one for yogurt. Yes, you can make your own yogurt in the multi-cooker. So, without any further lag here, let's get on with it.
Oh, wait, for the mamas out there?
Yeah.
There's even a sterilize for sterilizing your baby's bottles.
Oh, thanks, because I almost forgot that. You can sterilize in this pot. That's amazing, right? So, for you new moms out there, you got it. You want to take care of the baby stuff? Drop it in the multi-cooker and you're ready to go. Alright, but now the first thing we got to do is we got to get some butter here. I've got 2 tablespoons of butter, and we've got to turn this to sear long press. You see that we're going. We're going to let that heat up for just a second. We're going to toss some butter in and we'll come right back. Alright, so we've started out. We're going to drop in our 2 tablespoons of butter. We're going to work. I've got the Pampered Chef wooden spoon here. This is the little spatula. We're going to start working that butter around as it begins to saute off here. And of course I did say that I was a fun guy, so that's the reason. We're going to make you a mushroom soup today. Something a little earthy, something with some umami flavor, something so good. And then of course, because we're using orzo, I think it's a great possibility this soup is going to turn out fantastic. Alright, butter is starting to melt in here. Pot's going to continue to get hot. A little alliteration for you.
So do you have that on high sear?
I do have this on high sear.
So you can adjust the sear?
You can. It is a custom sear job. Custom sear job. You like that? We're going to use a tablespoon of olive oil, and we are using just a light olive oil here. Starting to get that butter worked around in here. And now guys, what we're gonna get is I've got an onion here. Onion, yes. We're using red onion because that's what we've got. And honestly, I gotta be honest with you guys, I actually think the red onions have quite a bit more flavor than your Vidalia or your yellow onion. And because it's cold outside, what we gotta do, we gotta sweat these onions a little bit. Start working that around in the pot. We want these to get a little translucent. We got to work on that. The premiere of Brooks Cooks. We hope you guys enjoy this. I gotta tell you, mushroom soup is something that just has such great earthiness, a great flavor to it. I'm a big fan of mushrooms. We are going to go ahead and do a little salt and pepper. The great salt box. And we're going to do what I like to call a pinch. A pinch, a pinch, a dash, whatever you want to call that. You want to make sure to do this to taste. Now, we do have this. This is not Pampered Chef, but this is what I call my fancy little pepper shaker there. And I'm going to give it a little extra pepper there. And because this is something that you can't get back, we're going to use a little thyme.
Now, Miss Linda didn't use thyme, but I am a fan of thyme in our mushroom
We're using the adjustable spoon. That's half a teaspoon. That's a heap, half teaspoon. I did tell you we'd get a little more precise with some of the measurements.
So thyme is our own addition.
Thyme is our modification.
So this is inspired by Miss Linda B.
Yes, indeed.
She inspired us to make this soup. But we made a few little changes, and she also made hers on the stovetop. So if you want to see how it's done on the
She used
stovetop,
the Dutch oven, that's right.
go see Easy Cooking with Linda B's recipe. And I'll link that down in the description.
Now,
Oh, garlic.
2 cloves of fresh garlic in the Pampered Chef garlic press. Guys, this is fresh garlic, and look, there's nothing to it. You're simply going to give it a good old squeeze there. Look at that. Oh, yeah. And then I'm going to use the wooden spoon there to scrape that off. And we're good to go there. All right. Thank you, my wonderful assistant. That is organic garlic that we got fresh from Azure Standard. And of course, I know we've talked about Azure Standard before. Guys, listen to me. If you want to eat a little cleaner, a little healthier, because, you know, we do restaurant reviews, so of course, we're not always eating healthy in the restaurant. We are trying to eat cleaner at home, and that's one way that we can do it. A little more organic, a little cleaner. So we've got our thyme in there. Again, we said we can't take that back. If I could turn back time, I'd put it in my mushroom soup. That was our modification, of course. All right. That's getting hot. We are sweating down those onions, that garlic. The aroma, the steam coming from the pot. Guys, that is tremendous here. All right, so next going in, what do we have? The main component, mushrooms. Now we've got these in a bag because we've already sliced these up, and we have used our Pampered Chef cup slicer to do this. Guys, let me tell you what, the cup slicer is the handiest, dandiest little tool you could ever use in the kitchen. I love it. And look, if you want to get your kids involved in cooking, and I believe that everybody should be able to cook a little bit, the cup slicer is a great way to do it without cutting their hands. Because I gotta tell you, I am notorious for that, guys.
Oh my!
Christy actually just did that on the last video, so you know.
Pampered Chef tools can be sharp.
Pampered Chef tools are very sharp.
I'll be your cleanup lady today.
Oh, my sous chef is my cleanup coordinator.
We clean as we go. What do y'all do?
Yeah, do you clean up after you're done, or do you clean as you go? Cleanliness is next to godliness. That's what they tell us, and I believe that. So we like to clean as we go. less hassle when you're done. So we have the mushrooms in here for a couple of minutes. Everything is melding together in this pot. You're gonna love this. Alright, before we put the spinach in, we're going to toast up the orzo. Now this is something that we're doing as well. And this is 3/4 of a cup of orzo. We're going to put that in. This is also organic orzo that we got from Azure Standard again. This is going to be a pretty clean recipe. As we're toasting it up, well, look, we're able to do that because, for one, this is non-stick. And also, because we do have some liquid there in the bottom of the pot, toasting that is going to bring out the beautiful flavor of that orzo. And it's going to cook a little of that starch out, too, as we get ready. And now, money. Putting in the spinach. This is fresh spinach. You do not have to use fresh. If it's more convenient for you to use frozen, then absolutely use frozen. That is just fine. We do prefer to use fresh when we can. We try to keep fresh spinach on hand, actually, because we do like to make salads. I'm a tomato lover. And in the summer, salads are wonderful, and the best summer salad is a spinach and strawberry salad. That is fantastic. We've got our mushrooms, we've got our spinach in, and so next, guys, we are going to add 1/3 cup of white wine. This is Sauvignon Blanc. Now that sounds real fancy, but it's just dry white wine. Why white wine, you say, Brooks? Why? Why does Brooks cooks with white wine? Why? Because if you smelled what Brooks is cooking right now, as I'm doing the eyebrow, it is a fantastic smell, guys. Absolutely wonderful. And to bring out, as Miss Linda B says, the umami flavor of the earthiness of the mushrooms, we've got a little Worcestershire sauce, and we're just going to put, look here, 3 or 4 shakes in. You can be a little liberal with that. You can be a little conservative with it. Whatever you want to do. So now that we got everything cooking in here, and you smell what Brooks is cooking, we got some Better Than Boullion chicken broth. This is 5 cups. And it's just going to go right in. We're going to cover all of that goodness. We're going to stir that for a second. Guys, oh, the smell of that. Alright. Now, lid comes right off of there. You're going to twist. Put the lid down. Alright, so we've cleared this off, and so now we're going to use the whole grain setting because we are using orzo in here. And we're going to set this for 15 minutes. It is on high pressure, you see. And of course, keep warm is set. Long press. Now you see that it's running. It will show you right here that it's preheating. So this has to come to pressure. Everything is back here. The red valve is down so that you know it's pressurizing. It's coming to pressure. And again, it's going to run for 15 minutes here. We'll come back. We'll finish this up. And we'll give you a little taste test in the Ramsey Ranch Kitchen.
A few moments later.
Alright, so we're back. It's already on keep warm. The pressure's still built on this thing. So all you have to do here, and then you might want to stand out of the way a little bit, because what I have is mushroom volcano steam. You do want to stand back from that. It doesn't bother me. But look at this.
You don't have to put your fingers by the valve anymore, though. You just press the button in the front.
That's correct. You want to stand out from in front of this thing. Otherwise, you get volcano steam.
You're getting a fungi facial.
Sounds totally weird, but I am. And we're just waiting on steam. We're waiting on the steam to be released.
Blowing some hot air.
This thing is doing what I do every day, blowing hot air. And we're going to let the pressure valve drop here. And then we got a couple more steps we got to finish up. And then soup's on in the Ramsey Ranch Kitchen. Pressure valve is down, which means it is safe for us to open. I'm going to take this lid and I'm going to set it right back in the stand there. We've got a couple more things we got to do. Guys, this is a 1.5 cups of milk and a 1/2 cup of heavy cream. That's going in. By the way, that is powdered milk. That is our powdered milk from Azure Standard. And the powdered milk is just as good as anything. And we've got here 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and a 1/4 cup of milk. And that's just going to create a nice little cornstarch slurry.
Thicken it up a little bit.
That's right. We're going to thicken this up. So, I got my wooden spoon here. So our cornstarch slurry went in, as of course, you see it's thickened up, it's tightened up a little bit. Yes, indeed.
That looks beautiful.
That does look beautiful. Yes, indeed. Guys, we will meet you at the table for a taste test.
My honey, my fun guy here, made us some creamy mushroom orzo and spinach soup. Thank you to Miss Linda B with Easy Cooking with Linda B for the inspiration. Momo here has his nose working overtime. I guess he's into to mushrooms. So who's trying first? Me?
Ladies first.
Okay. No. It's a very pretty soup. Very earthy looking.
Oh, it smells amazing. It really does. How do you like that?
It's delicioso.
Okay, I'm going to give that a shot myself.
That is homemade goodness. Very good. It's actually pretty perfect as far as the flavors go.
It's creamy, it's earthy, it's just perfect. It really is. And the orzo gives it a little silky texture as well.
And if you want to tighten it up more, you can. With the cornstarch, that would work. Or if you do it on the stovetop, Miss Linda B actually
she does hers in her Dutch oven.
Mixed flour in the Dutch oven in with her veggies and cooked it down that way. But I actually am fine with this. This is great for me. I would add just a tiny little bit more salt here at the table, but I would much rather undersalt than oversalt.
Agreed.
Most people would think this is the perfect amount of salt.
I actually think it is. I'm good with
just a tiny bit. It would be all my recommendation is. Otherwise, I love it. It's perfect.
Excellent. Spoon twirl?
Oh, definitely.
Is that a spoon twirl soup?
It is a spoon twirl. And it is cold and yucky out, so I am very happy to have some soup.
Yes.
And we also have leftover quiche from the last video. Go check that out, the cowboy quiche. And so we're going to have soup and quiche.
Caramelized onion, smoked cheddar, and bacon. I mean, you're talking 3 of my favorite things right there.
Does Mama like it?
In eggs.
I think he approves.
I think he approves that message. Well, he can't quit licking his
I don't even know if he can be seen on camera, but...
Wow. He likes that.
That's wonderful. Very good. Thank you. Thank you for making that.
You're very welcome. It's been a great day because, first of all, we've had our premiere installment of Brooks Cooks in the Ramsey Ranch Kitchen. I was like, you know what? This is going to be a pretty easy soup to make. You should let me in there and let me do that for you.
He loves the multi-cooker.
The multi-cooker is my jam.
His jam.
That is my jam.
He has converted many recipes to that. So
yes, and some just right off the cuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I've taken some pantry items before and just went, let's see what we can dump in there and make it work. And man, it has.
You know, some folks are afraid of the pressure cookers or the multi-cookers and such, and the pots.
You don't have to be afraid of that.
My best advice is just get in there and use it. Find you a couple of recipes that you want to try and get in there and use it, because once you do,
I think you're going to love it.
Love it. And boiled eggs, there's no simpler way.
Yes, it's true. If you
This
want to
one
make hard-boiled
actually
eggs.
has its own egg timer.
Yes.
So you put your eggs in on the little trivet and set the egg timer, take it off, dunk them in ice water.
So if you're coloring eggs with the kids for Easter coming up.
Of course, most of us can't afford the color eggs. We can. We've got country cluckers.
We've got country cluckers outside. It's really wonderful. Like I said, the multi-cooker it's a multi-cooker. It does everything.
I am looking forward to using the sous vide on a
I'm excited for you to use the
episode
sous vide.
soon. We might go down to one of the butches and get us some steaks and sous vide some steaks and show you how the sous vide works, because you ain't had a good steak till you had a sous vide steak.
And then I'm going to have to flame throw it.
And the yogurt, I want to make homemade yogurt. So
Absolutely.
Very excited to use that function.
Absolutely. Guys, don't forget that the recipe and all of that is down in the description box in the video here, and we have all that. We also have our Pampered Chef and our Azure Standard links down there as well in case you're interested in that. But Brooks Cooks right here in the kitchen, in the Ramsey Ranch Kitchen. I don't know, what do you think? Thumbs up?
Oh, absolutely. I love mushroom anything. And the addition of the spinach was great, and the little orzo was good.
Yes.
Let me try the little orzo.
A little orzo there.
Orzo's perfectly cooked.
On the long grains.
The long grains setting.
So that was perfect, 15 minutes. Guys, Christy gave me a thumbs up, and if you give this video a thumbs up, make sure to like the video for Brooks Cooks here.
Thumbs up for Momo.
Thumbs up for Momo. Momo says paws up. And make sure that you've subscribed to the Ramsey Ranch Kitchen, because you want to know when we're in here cooking. I mean, hey, good looking, what you got cooking? And then you want to know, do you smell what Brooks is cooking? And make sure, ringy dingy, hit that notification bell so that you know every time we've cooked something new here for you on the Ramsey Ranch. But for now,
I'm Christy. He's Brooks.
I'm Brooks.
Thank you guys for joining us here on the Ramsey Ranch. Now get you in that kitchen and make you something good.
We'll see you next time. God bless you guys.
Bye-bye. If you are at all interested in the Ramsey Ranch Pampered Chef, we do have a Facebook page that we would love for you to join. And if you want to purchase something, go to pamperedchef.com/PWS/Ramsey Ranch and we can help you out.